as Donald Trump may be signing the legislation to release the Epstein files. And here's the weird part. If the Trump administration wasn't preventing the release of the Epstein files, you wouldn't need legislation to release the Epstein files. Donald Trump doesn't need to sign this legislation. He could just authorize the attorney general to release all of the files.
I mean, he's been using executive action this entire term.
I don't like to micromanage.
But it looks like he'll sign it to get credit for it. And a lot of people are wondering, okay, well, what's the angle here? There's two different angles as far as I can tell. Here is one theory, and this is Jeffrey Epstein's brother. I don't know if I subscribe to this. I mean, I don't know if he's if you can trust this guy.
Yeah, I don't know much about him.
But it's a theory, and that would explain why Donald Trump for a year has fought the release of these files, has whipped aggressively against people voting for it. When it became clear that they were going to vote for it, sort of reversed. Like, that's odd behavior.
Potentially may have lost his voice screaming
at somebody about it. I mean, it's odd behavior. So, of course, people are floundering around looking for an explanation. Here's what Mark Epstein thinks it is.
What I do want to talk about is I've been recently told the reason they're going to be releasing these things and the reason for the flip is that they're sanitizing these files. There's a facility in Winchester, Virginia, where they're scrubbing the files to take Republican names out of it. That's what I was told by a pretty good source.
Now, listen, I don't know what sources Mark Epstein has. Maybe it's the Israeli government. Who knows? But I do think there's a more obvious clue, and that is embedded in the legislation itself. This is CNET. Is this C-SPAN 9? Is this number 9? This is embedded in the legislation itself. Jake Tapper mentions it. Let's see if you can pick it up.
The legislation as it stands clearly says, quote, the Attorney General may withhold or redact personally identifiable information of victims or victims' personal and medical files, unquote, and any material that depicts injury, physical abuse, death, or child sexual abuse, or would jeopardize an active investigation or national security.
Okay, so now Tapper is reading that off because he is refuting the arguments that Republicans were making and Johnson was making up until like 2 days ago, that this is not good for the victims. And the victims themselves supported the legislation. So Tapper's saying, like, that's strange because it says that the Attorney General can redact that. But the real issue is that the Attorney General has the ability to redact or withhold any material that would jeopardize an active investigation, so she could start an investigation, or national security. And guess who gets to decide whether something jeopardizes national security? Oh, I'm the president. I get to decide that.
It's fun to stay at.
This is bad for national security. Republicans are good for national security. Democrats are bad for national security. So publishing the Democrats would be good for national security. Publishing the Republicans would be bad for national security. I mean, that's what's going to happen here. Let's be clear.
And I would just point out this headline from Bloomberg several months ago, July 2025. Bondi has been failing Epstein's victims for years. She built her brand on protecting survivors, but when it came to Florida's most notorious sex criminal, she looked the other way.
Oh, do say. What a shocker.
Failing victims or supporting the president.
The falsely accused.
Potato.
So that's what, I mean, we're just watching this kabuki theater now where they have basically said, like, okay, what we're watching is Trump essentially retreat to the Alamo. How it works out, I don't think it's going to necessarily be his Alamo, but he realizes he can't win the vote. So he says, okay, let's release the files. Then he tells Bondi, release the files. winkety winkety.
Lock them up.
She knows where the redactions all go. They're probably working on that right now. She will release it. There will be only Democratic names in there, which, you know, I have no problem with. As far as I'm concerned, Larry Summers can be put on a garbage scow and let adrift in the Pacific or the Atlantic, or really any body of water. And all of the Republican names, including Donald Trump's name, which is probably in there like thousands of times, will be redacted. And he'll say, I can't believe what's going on with all these Democrats. Yeah. And most of these people on the right will believe it. Exactly. They will believe it. Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.